feeling like I'm Akademiks.
Now I ain't hear fully what happened. I was trying to play a couple of things, but I was setting up the stream. Anyway, we gonna react to all of that live. Chat is gonna be an eventful stream. I hope you guys, whether you're still at work or you're in traffic, listen, tune in. We haven't done 6 hours in a while. I was drunk earlier before, so I'm gonna try not to drink for the rest of this time. So I need to make it a 6 hours for y'all to give y'all a W stream. Okay, first and foremost, I want to get really right into it. Apparently, Young Thug has called out Big Ack. He's called out Big Ack in another interview that he's doing on what we now know is an explanation tour, and he wanted to, address me. Now, I'm, maybe this is also a little bit overblown. Like, he ain't say fuck me, at least from what I seen. But he wanted to kind of address certain things to me. And, we want to be fair. And I don't know what you guys have thought about me covering the whole Young Thug saga. We want to be fair to him too, right? But we want to be fair, but we want to be real. What I've realized about in hip hop, I really dislike it. And y'all gonna hear me bring this up a lot. I dislike it. I don't think really these rap niggas are my friends, right? Like maybe one or two guys I talk to maybe more than often, but these rappers really run around with all this buddy clicked up shit. And I mean, I think most fans now know it. None of them are friends, whether it's female rappers or male rappers. But also, I just realized how much of the things they claim they stand on, they don't stand on. They're hypocrites. Now, the reason why I'm not friends with a lot of these guys is that part of why I got in the game is to show fan shit, not try to be cool with rappers. I'm gonna bring somebody up, and this is not meant to be a straight up because I fuck with him. It's and I gotta ask him this question too. 1090 Jake. I wonder, he stopped putting out paperwork on people, but I wonder if that was, not only about longevity, but here's the thing. What these niggas do in hip hop, they imagine you want to be their friend, that you could look the other way to not call out them doing anything wrong. Now, I'm not coming on here, and I would never do it, to say I'm unbiased. I tell y'all my biases. It's my guy. I'm a little biased. I try to tell y'all because we as humans were always biased. When it comes to a lot of this rapper stuff, I want to make it very clear. Most of these guys I've never met. I told you a story about Jim Jones. I met him for the first time. I can't even dislike you, even if I wanted to, that much. Right? However, what I've realized with when people start talking about my platform, rappers think I'm trying to be cool with them. And that's where I think today I might have to give a real education. None of y'all most of y'all wasn't even on at that time, but rappers never gave me a chance. It's the fans that gave me a chance. And I used to live and die by my opinion. Sometimes the majority of the fans were saying, Ack, you're wrong. We don't like that POV. And sometimes they said, at least you're fucking saying it because nobody would. But I never craved the attention or crave the acceptance of rappers. Do I have my favorites? Of course. I'm human. But do I care for their acceptance? No. So every time you usually see me on this mic, you're going to see me point out things that usually it's fan conversation. Why do I bring this up? Young Thug did a interview, and my name came up, and that was similarly, I felt it was in the vein of that, where he mentioned me along with talking about his current dramas or current situations, and he spoke about me and my opinion of said thing. Without further ado, let's get right into it, people. By the way, welcome no matter what platform you're tuning in. I have the link somewhere. Let me see if I can find this. Now, I think this is a new podcast. I think he did a podcast recently again. Okay, here we go. I think I got it. Okay. Is it this? Okay, great. All right. I think I got it here. Now, I'm going to react to it in real time. Some of you guys may have seen it. I looked at it. This thing has 17,000 views in 5 hours. So it's not like his first interview that was like boiling off the press. But nevertheless, it is Young Thug. But again, for me, and you're going to realize, this is not a beef thing. This is more of I need to let rappers know that I didn't just get here and got millions to try to be cool with y'all. Like, I don't want to be in the cool club. I'm very okay with not being in the cool club. I got here, and I've said it very blatantly. I robbed the labels, I did this, but I never said I want to be cool with the cool kids, so whatever the cool kids agree with, I want to say. No, that's not true. I do have some people who I rock with that I consider like friends. Maybe I'm a little biased to that. If you guys call me out for that, that's fine. But I want to make it clear. My platform will not ever be seen as being just the voice or the echoes of the cool crowd. And I'm going to be honest with you. What I call the cool crowd, that Young Thug, Lil Baby, that Atlanta mix that everybody clicked up, twin brother, whatever, that's the cool crowd. I'm cool with not being in that mix. I've always been cool with not being in that mix. Meek used to be in it too. I'm cool with not being in it. I'm still cool with not being in it, and I'm going to be always cool with not being in it. And I hope, and I might have to fix my tone as I'm going, because this is not something where I'm upset. This is not something where I want to project that I'm being aggressive either, okay? This is obviously a conversation. So let's play what Young Thug said, and I will react to it in real time.
Off and on.
Right.
Because I know deep down you probably feel that way. Deep down you probably like, I'm glad that shit over with, man. I'm glad, damn, these niggas.
Okay, now I think we got to go back a little bit more. Here we go. Hold on.
You gonna say they crashed out and then if.
Here we go.
Man, I ain't goddamn, man, bro. Right. Everybody grow and they live and learn too. And I feel like he damn near the type of nigga I am. So it's like, man, I ain't even trying to hurt no nigga like that.
Right.
And I hope he look at me the same way. I hope he look at it like, man, yeah, now shout the same type nigga I am, man. Yeah, now man, that nigga take care of family, kids.
I'm wondering who they're talking about. Let me go back a little bit more. Sorry, chat.
He was supposed to do as a man, as an opposition. He did what he's supposed to do.
Hey, I think he's talking about wife and Lucci.
Man, nigga, I'm against you. I'm supposed to do that.
Yeah.
As opposed to a nigga that you don't supposed to go against you going against you. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? But like, people ain't gonna know that, bro. People gonna say what they want to say. But it's like, you gotta understand too, like, everybody grow and they live and learn too. And I feel like he damn near the type of nigga I am. So it's like, man, I ain't even trying to hurt no nigga like that.
Right.
And I hope he look at me the same way. I hope he look at it like, man, yeah, now shout the same type nigga I am, man. Yeah, now man, that nigga take care of family, kids, all type of shit. Man, that nigga goddamn a man to me.
Right.
Man, I ain't goddamn, man, bro. We doing, man. Nigga, I ain't against you. Go and get you some money, man. I'm give me some, man. We doing. We link up. We goddamn click up, do us some songs, and goddamn going on. So be it. We good. We do it. We don't. We do. You know what I'm saying? But man, some people gonna look at it like, man, you ain't got no business fuck with him. But it's just like, people be so burnt.
Yeah.
Because you got the same people on the internet years ago saying, y'all nigga that fake beef with each other shit. Now y'all going to jail.
Y'all done for, yeah, right.
Now when we act like we cool, now they like, man, you know what I'm saying? You got a nigga like Akademiks. Like, how Thug and Lucci gonna get cool? Now all the young niggas on both of their side crashed out for nothing. But it's like, you gonna say they crashed out for nothing if I make them go try to kill Lucci, or if he make somebody go try to kill me, you gonna say they crashed out for nothing.
Right.
And then if me and Lucci become cool, you gonna say they crashed out for nothing. It's just like you can't win.
You can't win, yeah.
You know,
and that's part of the formula.
I want to respond to that. When I spoke about Lucci and Thug, I was very happy that they actually became cool. Very happy. I'm actually very happy that they became cool. You see, the problem I have with this Young Thug story is that Young Thug is still portraying that he's the only one that's in the story. You got indicted with about like 20 people, brother. And your life is not more important than theirs. Your family, your sister, as you portrayed, you said, yo, well, my brother could do it because my mama was crying. Everybody has a mama. Everybody has a story. The thing with rap, we only care about the top guy. So we don't care about these other people. We don't care about the victims. We don't care about everybody else's lives that got ruined. We only care that you could come back to give us good music. We love you, Thug. We want you to give us good music. But, if I have a platform, I didn't build my platform appeasing to y'all. So I'm going to tell the fans the reality. Oh, of course it's a good thing that Thug and Lucci are cool. But it's definitely a signal and a symbol to everybody who might not be in this particular situation, but might be in a situation with someone else where you got the moneymaker who's telling you or instructing you to go crash out. That's what my message was. Don't crash out. Because them niggas going to be cool at one point. The thing what Thug won't talk about is, what about the guys who died? And what about the guys who are in prison? It sounds cool that y'all making music together. We don't care that much about you. We don't know your mama. We don't know his mama. We don't know y'all. But why don't you ever talk and speak to them? Because this is where a lot of the street shit always just gets hypocritical. And yes, it's hypocritical on all sides. Because us as fans, we have an insatiable appetite for fuckery. But you guys, a lot of times pass the buck on accountability. My message was not that you and Lucci. Again, I'm not a street dude. I understand the street perspective because a lot of street dudes have told me that. They're like, yo, I can't believe there's been bloodshed and y'all linked up. Allegedly, you put 2 hits on Lucci and y'all cool. That's what street dudes are saying. That's not what Akademiks is saying. What Akademiks is saying is that, damn, there's a kid that I know is thinking that if he go down the path of YSL Woody and he starts toting a gun or he starts banging whatever gang in hopes that the guy who's the leader or the popular rapper, because he got to stand on business for the image that this guy's rapping about, everything is going to fall in their favor. My message is this, and I would like for Thug and any rapper to address it. Y'all tell me the pawns get sacrificed. Do they not? That's my whole message. The pawns get and got sacrificed. That's it. They died. They went to jail. That's it. I don't care if y'all make music. I do love the fact that y'all making music. But I hope when, the one big thing about Thug I've been saying, Thug's still been trying to act like, it's still hunky-dory. It's not. Like, when I hear these other people that now have voices, whether it's Woody, some of these other guys who have now spoken, some of them went on Vlad, all of them are talking about how their lives is fucked up. It's over. Their families have been torn apart. They lost loved ones. And Thug is the only one who's just still saying, yeah, I made music with him. Why y'all mad I made music with him? That's not what nobody mad about. People are saying, what accountability do y'all take for sending niggas on missions to ruin and losing their lives and freedom? Could we have that talk, or is that talk outside the scope of what we should talk about? We should just be happy that y'all could make some cool collabs. If that's the case, y'all got it. But my platform, you gonna be who you gonna be. You're Thug. He's Lucci. I don't give a damn about both of y'all. What I do care about is that if my platform that does promote some of this shit, I want a kid who think that it was all cool to bang that YSL shit and keep it going. I want to tell that kid, don't ever do that bullshit. Because you're the one that's going to lose. He's going to win. You're winning right now, Thug. I'm talking to that kid. I ain't talking to you. I ain't talking to Lucci. Because nothing ever happened to y'all. Even though allegedly some things may have tried to happen to Lucci. Whatever. But I'm talking to that kid. That's where I take my platform seriously. People never understood when I did the War in Chirac. When I started the War in Chirac in its very original form, I've said this multiple times, it was sparked, even with how I did satire initially, when there were people and sometimes kids that were in Chicago who said, we don't go outside. This wrongdoing is seen as cool. Smoking on your ops, drilling, this and third, we're in fear. Initially, the satire was to try to make fun of the guys who were doing the crime. Why the fuck y'all doing that? Y'all are savages. Obviously, some people in the culture, they took it differently because savages became a good thing. But it was initially to give the voice to the person who was being oppressed by these niggas doing crimes. that's the point. Same with I watched the YSL trial. I don't feel one bit sorry for Thug. Lucci and none of them. You know who I feel bad for? The grandmas on Cleveland Avenue who couldn't go out to their mailbox because y'all niggas are shooting. Because y'all niggas are toting guns doing this bullshit. That's who I feel bad for. This is why I like Charleston White, because Charleston gonna go further and he's a way more extreme than I could ever be. But nobody feel bad for y'all. Y'all are rappers. Getting millions of dollars. Enjoying life. So I want to make that very clear. I don't care if Lucci, I don't care. I wouldn't even care if Dirk do songs with Youngboy. I would only care for them to take accountability about the people, lives, and freedoms that was lost in the mix. Because rarely do we see, and I know we're going to be constantly reminded by Tupac and Biggie, but rarely do we see the top guys have any repercussions in most of these beefs. And we're going to get to Nicki and Cardi in a little bit. But that's exactly what I'm saying. They're talking shit where somebody got to get slapped or somebody got to get stabbed or somebody got to get shot. And who you think going to be doing that? It ain't going to be the women. But yet they're going to encourage and they're going to foster the environment, right? So that's all I'm saying. So I just wanted to correct Doug on him possibly thinking I'm saying, oh, y'all shouldn't be cool. No, y'all should be cool. But I'm wondering where the accountability is for all these people that lost their lives and the mamas that lost their sons and all these other people that went to jail behind it. There's a lot of people, like, these are real situations, right? And cool, like, maybe the song is that hot that we don't need to think about it, but I'm going to bring it up. I'm sorry, I got no platform. I'll bring it up. Doesn't mean I'm hating because I'm still going to listen to the songs too. And that may be the hypocrisy with me too. And I don't think it's just me. I think it's fans. Fans, we love real shit. But then we don't really process all the ramifications of all this stuff, right? Let me keep it going.
On this shit, like, just keep
You
the
mad that we
content
beefing?
going.
You mad that we cool?
Yeah.
Like, man,
Yeah.
beat it, man. You know,
Right.
it's just, you know what I mean?
Right.
Not even
Certain
meaning
shit.
to talk about academic neither, cause I don't
No,
care
it's,
about that
it's a
shit.
culture of it. It's like
Yeah,
it's
beyond
bigger than him. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Like,
Yeah, it's a whole section. It's a whole facet on online. Like, it's a sector of online that deals with that type of behavior.
This is another thing I don't like that narrative. We constantly get millionaires who start to blame online for their actions. Oh, y'all want this. Y'all gas this up. Y'all are the reason we be indulging in this. Acting like most of this stuff didn't bring them fame, money, notoriety. They went on tours, sold albums. But they say it's the fans' fault for wanting this. Okay.
For sure.
You know what I'm
But I be expressing that because, like, I don't have a problem with him. That's his job. He do what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? That's his job. That's his career. That's what he do. So you supposed to speak on what you think you know or what you want to say or something about, no matter what it is. Like,
Right.
You got your full motherfucking autonomy. Like, you could do that. And you know what I'm saying? But, like, I be bringing up that type of shit because I be wanting niggas like Academics to look at this interview too and be like, damn, like, I am being a hypocrite to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to judge my name, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It's all love and honor, respect for me, bro. But, like, you gotta look at it. He gotta step out of his body. He need to have an out of body experience, and he need to just listen to what he's saying. Like,
The irony of Thug saying this is what we've all collectively as fans, listeners, and onlookers have been saying to Thug since he got out of jail. You got out of jail after almost going to jail for a prison for life, and you start talking about who's a rat, who's a real nigga, wham, let's kill these rats, let's do this, let's do that. And you started being the aficionado on what telling was, and people brought up a situation they felt that you didn't keep it maybe up to your standards, and you're like, well, it's different. People have said that's hypocritical. People have called you an hypocrite. So now you're able, when you're speaking about me, you're saying, well, I think it's a little hypocritical. I feel like Ack has a, damned if you do, damned if you don't type of situation where he's like, yo, y'all niggas need to squash the beef. They squash the beef. I'm like, damn, y'all niggas squash that? Okay, I get you. We talked about that already, so I don't got to clear that up. But the same thing you're actually accusing someone of is what the entire culture has been saying to you. You've been talking about rats, this, cooperating, mentioning, and then some of these things happen, and you've acted like you're a victim now.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You saying that goddamn, we done been to jail. We done have dodged life sentences. We don't need to be getting out of jail with no fake ass beef and
Yep, I have said that.
keeping that shit up. But now we link up and do a song. Now that's a problem.
Right.
No, I got no problem with y'all doing a song. I'm just asking about the people who have died and the people who have, because from what I've heard, you never did nothing to that man. It's very easy to forgive somebody when they never put hands on you personally and you never put hands on him personally. But all the middle order people that die, like I seen why. So I seen Woody. I seen Woody damn near almost cry. Look at this.
The word of the day is, don't be looking for loyalty in these streets. There is no such thing as loyalty in the streets. You got they sitting in jail doing the rest of their life.
And by the way, I want to emphasize this again. What I don't like about the music industry is that because Thug got a popularity vote and he got still real niggas that fuck with him, he's not supposed to be held to the same standard. Right? Like, so this is not an Akademiks hating on you thing. Is that Akademiks is not trying to be a part of the cool crew to be like, nah, it's all good. No, I'm going to ask and raise the questions as everybody's raising and asking for everybody else. We raised and asked them for Gunna. We raised and asked him for Rollo, Boston, Richie, for everybody else. Again, if I want to be part of the cool club, have you noticed that none of these people, and by the way, I've seen he's been on like a trek of like podcasts or interviews where he's sitting with street dudes. None of them are saying what we hear other people are saying at all. It's almost like, nah, it's Thug, we cool. And that's fine. You know what I mean? My job also is to let people know the rules of the streets is rules for thee, but not for you or for me. Like, that's how it goes. It's who you like, not who is exactly. So, when you hear people, I don't want this to get like simplified as, oh, this was about Akademiks hating, because I don't give a damn. Nigga, I told you I like his album, right? I didn't even think his career was ever affected until I seen the sales. Once I seen the sales, I'm like, ooh, maybe people do give a fuck. Because I thought people didn't care. Right? Do people care about snitching these days? Nobody cares. I don't give a fuck. However, it's people like this, YSL Woody. I think that their voice is the voice that maybe I'm amplifying, but he's not in the cool club. And I'm saying respectfully, I know I got whatever amount of followers y'all think I got. I'm cool with not being in whatever club that hangs with y'all and just supports whatever fuckery I have going on. Because that's how you get in some type of Rock Nation conglomerate where like you just let these people rob people blindly and then you try to play moral high ground with others. I don't want to be a part of that type of stuff. So when y'all hear me speak, I'm not anti-Thug. But when I'm giving any talking points, I'm giving talking points for niggas that was actually in it. Like this.
Life, you got this in their grind that ain't never getting up out of that much loyalty in the streets. You got they sitting in jail doing the rest of their life. You got this in their grind that ain't never getting up out of that much. Word of the day is, there's no loyalty in the streets. Don't let them trick you. Don't let them manipulate you. Don't let them fool you. No honor amongst thieves. That's the God honest truth. No matter how much you put your life on the line. The streets. Gang banging.
By the way, I think that's the right message. What have you heard me been saying? It's not anti-Thug. I use Thug as an example. Hey, I hope y'all see with this Thug shit, there's a whole different new set of a rubric that will whatever, and people don't think of certain things the same way. So if you are a crash out, don't even do it. If you feel like, nah, man, if I crash out for so-and-so, it's going to go like this, don't do it. He's saying the same thing. I'm saying the same thing too. This is not even really a thug thing. He's a example for it, but we're talking about something else, at least for me.
I'll live it because you're destroying your life, and don't nobody care about your life like you supposed to be caring about your life. Nobody's sitting in jail or in that ground but those that's in it. Think. When I get bored, I just go buy me a new cup.
Okay. And I agree with that message. And I think that's that message for all these real dudes who are sitting with Thug, and Thug, Thug is doing a decent job of trying to explain himself or whatever. They're not addressing that. It's all about me, how I feel about Gunna. Like, who gives a damn if you make music with Gunna? What about them dudes serving life? I think that's what we've been asking about, right? And it's that accountability that I think once we realize is lacking, that I feel like I put a microscope on it, and if you still, again, not for Thug, but if you want to go sign up to be a crash out for the next rich nigga, go ahead, but you're an idiot. Okay, let me keep playing the clip.
It's like, bro, you being a hypocrite, nigga. Like, which one you want to be?
Win.
You want it to be smoke, or you don't want it to be smoke, nigga? Like, what I mean? You dealing with that. So, man, come on, bro. Nigga be turning the phone on. The only reason why I knew about that little shit, cause somebody showed me that shit today. Like,
nah, you don't be on that
like,
shit.
Man, look at this nigga, man. Yeah. I'm like, man, look at this nigga crazy.
Yeah,
this nigga to my nigga basically stupid for ending some beef that could have went a whole nother way and got niggas life sentences or get newcomers life sentence.
And that's the crazy thing is that these kind of things have become entertainment for people who don't participate in them, right? And this is a very dangerous formula for people.
I disagree with that too. I hate when rappers or any street niggas say that, oh, for y'all squares online, y'all use people's real lives and situations as entertainment. This is one of the biggest misnomers in entertainment, period, and one I've been calling out since the war in Chirac. Bro, there's nobody, like, for example, there's a few rappers or people in general that have gang affiliations or whatever story. If they don't promote that or use that as their come up, people don't go dig it up and throw it in their face and say, this has to be your life. The problem here is rappers want to come up off of talking about beef, violence, promoting their gang, and then as soon as shit gets hot, they're mad at everybody else for still talking about their gang. Brother, you came up with all of this hieroglyphic. You was throwing up signs every 2-3 seconds. You was talking, you were wiping your nose. You was doing all this stuff. So now when we ask, okay, well, what's the follow-up? It's the fans' fault? You promote it. Yo, a rapper will use the fact that he beat somebody up, he killed the nigga, he shot someone to get to a place in their career, then want to hit us with the Men in Black, you forgot this, just treat me like a regular person now. No, it doesn't work like that. So I actually resent this idea when anyone says that fans are using rappers' lives, for the most part, as just entertainment, because usually most of the times those rappers have used those aspects of their life to try to get fans. Whether by showcasing the fact that they're really gangster. Yo, I'm from this hood. I'm from this gang. This is me actually in a shootout. This is me beating niggas up. Yo, I'm going to tell you that I did X, Y, and Z. Now, after when it gets maybe a little bit too critical, it's like, well, why y'all so entertained by my nigga? That was the entertainment you brought in the game with. Am I lying? Chat. Imagine Lil Tecca had 4 bodies. He rap a little whatever, but like that's not his lifestyle from what is portrayed in the music, how he carries himself. You think people would be like, nah, man, we're just gonna go talk about. No, the majority of people who live a particular lifestyle, they use it alongside their music to promote and to get big and rich. And we could call names. Lil Baby been promoting that he's a hustler from day one. If I think a reasonable fucking question is how much hustling did he fucking do? That's how you came in the game. You didn't come in the game like you're just rhyming words. We have motherfucking King Von, who was basically saying, "I clap niggas." Like, yo, like these guys never came in the game. So how could it be the fans' fault if you then come in the game with a perception and a image, and then fans they buy into the perception and the image and the music, then they want to find out more about this image? How could it be the fans' fault?
People to be acting like this is some gladiator blood sport thing where they sit on the sidelines and clap as people lose their life and people get into it with each other and get betrayed and lose their homies and, you know, intimate moments come out. People are clapping at the downfall of people like it's not real life, and not necessarily even a downfall. People just trying to intercept the pass.
It's the fans' fault. It's the fans' fault, chat, that Young Thug gets up online and tweets at Wack and Lucci a couple years ago and said, "If I ain't like what you do for your fam, I would have been killed you." It's the fans' fault that Lucci went on a documentary and said, "This my mama house that got shot up." It's the fans' fault that Thug then raps, "I shot at his mommy, now we no longer mention it." It's the fans' fault that now we're interested in what the fuck they got going on outside the booth. It's the fans' fault. It's y'all fault, it's my fault too. I agree. It's our fault. If we didn't inquire more about these things, nothing would have happened. It's our fault, y'all. It's our fault. It's our fault. It's our fault. Okay.
It's like damn near gladiator school, man, where it's like, tear him down. We want to see y'all beef. We want to see y'all go at each other. We don't want to see y'all cool. I love that song on your album. I like the song on his album. We supposed to champion the fact that y'all are able to bury the hatchet. You understand what I'm saying?
Come on, bro.
That's what we supposed to be doing. You dig? I had
And I feel like Akademiks feel that way, but you gotta speak that way at all times. It can't be hypocrite. It can't be like off and on.
right.
Cause I know deep down you probably feel that way. Deep down you probably like, I'm glad that shit over with, man. I'm glad, damn, these niggas got a song together, bro. Whoever
I do.
would thought we would hear that, you know?
Right.
But you ain't saying that. You gotta say that too. You can't just think that in your mind, but you say some bullshit because you want some clickbait or you want.
No, I'm going to keep saying this, Thug. I'm happy for you and I'm happy for Lucci. Y'all are both out and y'all have gotten a second chance and a lease at life. However, I will say, if anyone sat through that entire trial and you don't think about, I ain't going to lie to you, even with 6ix9ine, like all that bullshit that 6ix9ine and his gang did, you know what I wonder about? 6ix9ine got sued by somebody because somebody was shot in the leg when them niggas hopped out of a car trying to kill somebody. I think about those people. Those people also do matter. So I get it, you know, like maybe it doesn't sound as cool because it kind of sounds cool when it's like we act like the only people lives that matter are the superstars. Like Young Thug, I am excited that he's out. I am a fan of his music. I'm only saying, and this is where we got to send the message. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but I'll say it again. We got to send a message to these people that end up being crash outs. Just know, usually, unless everybody die, this is how it happens. But we've never seen a situation where the crash dummies is also. You remember how Young Thug did his interview with $1 million worth of game? There was 1 million people behind him. Dirk did the interview with $1 million worth of game. There's 1 million people behind him. We've never seen the story end where they not by themselves in a room talking and it's basically everybody else, their lives is in shambles. We've never seen it. We've never seen the star, the boss, and also all the crash dummies all be at the finish line. We usually see the boss, and the boss is trying to brainwash us that don't think about the crash dummies, just be happy I'm still here. That's what's happening. And it's okay. Not mad at it because I like Thug. But we got to use this as a teaching experience, just like how you went out there to that courthouse and you said to your fans, don't join gangs. Well, we should tell kids, not only should you not join gangs, do not be a crash out for a rich rapper or a nigga with money in any gang. That's it. We got to be honest.
want people to look at your shit. You already got a fan base, nigga. It's all right.
Right.
Like when you got your fan base big like that, it don't supposed to entice you to be negative. You supposed to say, dang, boy, God gave me millions of subscribers. I got millions of people on my shit right now that subscribe to me. Boy, let me put the right word out.
Right.
Let me do the right thing.
The right thing is to talk to the right thing is never to talk to the guy who's buying Bugattis, Rolls Royces, Lamborghinis, and multiple houses with the most beautiful women. The right thing is to talk to that lost kid who basically, you know, like even when I go to young boy shows, you know, one of the most endearing things people say, yo, listen, we watch it. Yo, we were just watching your shit on the way here. Again, I know I bullshit around a lot, but we do have to send like at least a message to be like, listen, yo, this is entertainment, but some of this shit dumb, okay? And you should watch but not participate. And that's kind of what the message I would like to put out. I'm not sure if that's what Doug would like to put out, but you know, we could agree to disagree there.
Goddamn, I'm gonna stop feeding into this shit. I already done got big off of it. I don't want to, you know, direct my entire life to this because it end up ruining you as a person. It end up making you like that in real life. Then you get to a point where you can't shake it.
Exactly.
Now it's just you.
Yes.
Now that's you. That's the real you. You know, you gotta have a moment where you turn it off. You gotta have a moment where you like, I done did all I can do.
Balance
with this shit.
it out.
I'm through with that.
Yeah.
I'm on the next journey. I'm on the next chapter.
Yes.
And that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because people probably could say the same.
It's not true, Thug. You came out of jail saying fuck the rats. Gunna a rat, Woody a rat, Yak a rat. Fuck that nigga Obama, he's some mad by baby mama. You came out with the same energy. You came out basically saying, yo, I kept it real in there and I'm still on the same shit. What are we talking about? Yo, a rapper, let me tell you this. I always say a rapper, when you have a job as a rapper, you're basically just a glorified liar. And the better of a rapper you are good at convincing people of shit that didn't happen, that you're going to convince them that did happen, or you're convincing them to change a reality that they may have not at first accepted. All these things that Thug is saying is like, only in court did you say, young, truly humbled unto God. Your first tweet was whatever Wham says goes. Fuck these rats. Gunna a rat. Stop acting like I like you. Then you made a song dissing niggas. Then you said who kept it real, who kept it whatever. Basically, like you said, I will step on this, I will step on that. Is Thug acting like we're forcing him to be a thug? I get it. He's now young, truly humbled unto God, but when he get out of the courtroom, he's thug a motherfucker.
Anything about
Somebody's right in the chat. My whole point is, I ain't talking to Thug. I love the music. I'm gonna listen to the music no matter what. And by the way, I don't care what nobody says about his album. I think it was good. My point is, we gotta dissuade crash dummies. I think people like Woody exist all over the place. Woody is a crash dummy. One that actually crashed a couple times but still made it. And made it by the luck of God. But there's a lot of niggas who didn't make it. There's a lot of niggas who are locked up, and there's a lot of niggas who are dead. Those are the people who we got to send the message to. And I see some people in there saying, well, so what about them? They made their own decisions. Well, if that's how you feel, just say you only care about the famous guy because Thug made his decisions, but we all felt bad for him.
About me, but that's what I'm doing now. End the chapter. This shit over with. After this album, that's the last I'm talking about any of this shit, bro. I ain't talking about that
at all.
I'm going to the next chapter. I'm making better music. I'm making pop star shit. I'm making rock star shit. I'm making motherfucking house music. I'm not even stunning the hip hop shit no more. I'm not even stunning all this shit. Like,
I actually like him saying that. I don't think he should. I think he needs to go past this moment. I can't wait.
Cause I'm trying to advance. I'm not trying to sit around and be goddamn complacent or be, you know what I'm saying, content. Like niggas, bro, I ain't never been that. I always grew. My whole career I always been on the up. You know what I'm saying? I always grew, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I just hope he look at this interview and I hope he just understand, like, all right, cool. Like, maybe I do need to like be more, cause I don't think that he negative. I think he just he make other people negative. But he not negative, which is dangerous.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
at home, happy as fuck, living your life. You get off the internet, you good. You got your girlfriend, your family, your mama, and whatever. But you make other people's life negative. And then you just click off of the internet and then you just go live your life regular.
Right.
That's what you gotta understand, and that's what you gotta like change.
Yes.
Not even just talking about him. Everybody who's doing that type shit.
Yeah. Do you believe in karma?
That was interesting. Not too sure what he fully meant by the comment. I don't know if he meant he feels that me or my platform makes people want to be negative, or basically he feels like I or the platform makes, for example, his life negative, which means like, hey, like you kind of ruin people's lives. Not too sure what he means by that. Again, you know, I know we're still in the passing the buck era, but I'm in the era if I pass it right back. So, you know, I would like to bring a few facts up. Y'all could go to my YouTube page, my original one. That's still up. I think it got like 340,000 or 50,000 subscribers. And when we covered Thug, it wasn't us telling Thug to do these things, but when Thug was pulling out guns on Wayne, not Wayne, but while beefing with Game, talking slick to Wayne, beefing all over the place, we covered it. That was negative. Did we bring the negativity there, or did you bring the negativity that we covered? Like, you know, with rappers, they don't have accountability. So for them, it's always like, all right, nah, that was cool then when I was building my career, but now, nah, chill. Let me see.
So I don't want no smoke with you. You got Bloods and Crips on your team. And you was a male stripper once before, so I don't want to fight you. I don't want no germs from you, pussy nigga. And you know I'm in LA more than Arnold Schwarzenegger. He the governor, fuck nigga. Yeah.
This was in his indictment. I didn't do these things. Where's the other one where he just randomly... There's a dude with him and they just randomly pull out guns. I can't remember who they was threatening at that time. I can't remember who they was threatening at the time. Again, my point is not to drum up like some old shit. My point is to just show the hypocrisy. These rappers give us the content for us to talk about. They literally give it to us. We didn't tell him, like, it's not me calling him and say, yo, bro, you got to make a video with your man showing off his guns and say you about to go smoke some niggas. We're not telling him to do that. We post that, fans get intrigued. Fans want to, oh, whatever. They hear it in the music. Oh, yeah, I would have killed your mommy. I would kill this. I would kill that. They get intrigued. Eventually, police get involved. When they get locked up and now they feel like they've been dipped in the holy water of Jesus Christ, they come back out and the accountability is nil. They're like, yo, I wish everybody would be positive. I'm telling y'all with Thug. Did he come out of jail positive to y'all? Nigga came out telling us everybody's a rat. Yo, we kept it solid. Wham, let's kill these rats, Peter, or whatever he said. But it's convenient to blame the media. By the way, this is a fight I've been in for my entire career. Lack of accountability, and I'm not saying the media is all the way right and everything, but these rappers act like they're trying to do positive, and we are extrapolating only negative shit out of them. These niggas are dropping music after all the negative shit they want to promote. Diss songs, this, that, and third. Anyway.
Yeah. I believe all things exist.
Is anything impossible?
One thing. There's only one thing in the world I feel like is impossible, and that's being God. Anything else you could do is possible. Can't be home.
Right.
But anything else you most definitely do.
Yeah.
I think everything is possible except being him.
Right.
For sure.
What's your feelings on Wack 100?
Now, this was an odd question to me. You're interviewing Young Thug, but it feels like you're trying to rage bait him into saying negative things, which ironically, that's your thing of accusing everybody else of doing. What does Wack 100 have to do with any of this? Right? Now, granted, Wack might not like him. He might not like Wack. I don't know what their relationship is. But after, I think Thug voluntarily brought me up. But what does Wack got to do with this? Unless your interviewer is soliciting a negative response that could hopefully go viral.
On the West Coast?
West Coast, Wack 100. Yeah.
Game manager?
Yeah.
What you mean with my feeling? That OG. I fuck with him.
You fuck with him?
They're my mans.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you mean by that?
I'm just wondering, I had him on the show. He called me here and there sometimes to ask me questions. But I just wanted to know, you know what I'm saying? I've seen him engage with your name online sometime.
What he say? He said something bad about me?
Oh man, this is how half the beef starts. Look like whatever Thug might be oblivious, maybe, to everything Wack has ever said or whatever. But I guess not no more.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't call it bad. Well, I don't know. I haven't tuned in to everything he said. I think he done went rogue on you though.
Wack 100. Game Wack?
Game Wack.
Hell no, that's my man.
That's your man.
That
Okay, bet.
They probably some cap. They probably got them put his name, just try to put a nigga name on some shit, man. You know how this shit go, bro.
Yeah,
you gotta watch out for people like this, Jack. He only bringing this up for a reason.
Anything else you could do is possible. Can't be home.
Right.
But anything else you most definitely do.
Yeah.
I think everything is possible except being him.
Right.
Sure.
What's your feelings on Wack 100?
On the West Coast?
West Coast, Wack 100. Yeah.
Game manager?
Yeah.
What you mean with my feeling? That OG. I fuck with him.
You fuck with him?
They're my mans.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you mean by that?
I'm just wondering, I had him on the show. He called me here and there sometime to ask me questions. But I just wanted to know, you know what I'm saying? I've seen him engage with your name online sometime.
What he say? He said something bad about me?
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't call it bad. Well, I don't know. I haven't tuned in to everything he said. I think he done went rogue on you though.
Wack 100. Game Wack?
Game Wack.
Hell no, that's my man.
That's your man.
That
Okay, bet.
They probably some cap. They probably got them put his name, just try to put a nigga name on some shit, man. You know how this shit go, bro.
Yeah,
Niggas
for sure.
Niggas just want to put nigga name on shit. I ain't never had no problem with him. He ain't never been nothing but some goddamn respect on his end with me and on my end with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. He was on the show. We had a good conversation. We debated and he got kind of heated, but that's what he does, on this internet thing. So, I took it for what it was.
I done seen him have some little internet feuds and shit with people and shit like that, but I ain't nothing about me. He always showed me love.
I can't tell you exactly what what it was, but
I'm gonna have my people pull it up. You said something about me?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Nah, I'm finna call. I'm get on them, man. Get wet them.
We'll figure it out for sure.
No one ain't saying that about me on the internet.
Bro. Yeah, man. Yeah.